Oh, I can see your head. Yeah, I saw that one. A little bit of drum roll, please.
Drum roll.
Welcome back, boys, or just us two today. Welcome everybody back to the Slice. Today we are talking universes, right? Cruz, one of the biggest things that's been going on these past couple of years.
Everybody
wants to do a universe. You get a universe, and you get a universe, and you get one. And while we're talking about universes, I think we're talking about franchises. Some of them just, I guess, either colliding together, or you know, kind of like are from the same type of genre. Mm-hmm. But obviously, Marvel and DC are two of them. Obviously, Marvel successfully right now going through 10 years, 11 years right now.
11 now.
11 now, but they've been going strong when it comes to their universe they've built. And you gotta say, it's impressive. You know, they're a juggernaut of a train that is chugging away.
You can say that again.
Yeah, I mean, not only their movies, but now they're moving into their I guess streaming shows. You know.
Yeah.
And that's impressive. You know, like they're investing so much on this ticket they bought, and it worked. Marvel's the purchase of Marvel
teaming up with Mickey. That's the best thing that's happened to them right now.
Yeah, and also for comic book readers and anybody who's into just hero, especially for Marvel, I think this is a win for anybody who's a big Marvel, and I think for anybody who loves just heroes. But we like to talk about things. I think mostly I want to talk about ones that worked and ones that didn't work, and some of them that could have potential of working, and just I don't know, just
that had potential of working and didn't.
Yeah,
Alien vs. Predator.
Oh yeah. Oh, let's talk about horror franchises that actually try to do that in a while back, a couple of years ago, 2000s, earlier 2000s.
Jason versus Freddy.
Freddy versus Jason. Yeah. Freddy versus Freddy. Introduce such a thing, such a leap of crossing dimensions, or basically joining together their forces. Well, obviously because companies own the same. Yeah. The same thing, but
let's go back like the first evidence we get of Alien vs. Predator was in Predator 2.
Yes.
When Danny Glover defeats the Predator, and then the other Predators come down, and they show the
skull or
the skulls of the Echo.
Xenomorph.
The Xenomorph.
Yeah, the Xenomorph.
The Xenomorph. So we're like
Xenomorphs. What? I don't know
how to pronounce it.
I forget sometimes.
Yeah. It's like
I was gonna say Cenobites, but those are from like Pinhead. And
yeah, those are Pinheads. That told us that they're in the same universe.
Yeah.
And then years later, when they tried doing Alien vs. Predator,
it's crazy how that was a long time ago from what there's the Alien vs. Predator from Predator 2. You were like, oh, it's gonna happen, and then like nothing happens.
And 10 years later, 10 years later.
Some years later.
Yeah, some years later.
We're not.
We get the first Alien vs. Predator.
Yeah.
Which wasn't as big in the movies. Or crazy. Still good. I liked it.
I did like the fact that you got to see them like actually fight head to head. You know, it wasn't like it was good that they had a fighting chance. Like obviously the Xenomorph was somewhat doing something, but they were still getting punked by
the
Predator. But then, you know, they did a whole Alien Queen like they always do. But
which was good. You were like, okay, this is gonna go somewhere good. Mm-hmm. And then part 2 comes out, and
it is not good.
Why did they get Paris Hilton look-alike, and what is this chick supposed to be? And that one was a mess.
It was a total mess. And then they I don't know, they didn't do a third one, but they jumped and just decided to make their own. They started to fix on Predator again. They just started doing another Aliens. Yeah, so that was. It felt like it looked good, and then like they just kind of dropped the ball in the sequel. Like the first one was like, okay, you did this. This is good. What about the second one?
And now that Disney owns them, this is like, you know what? We're gonna reboot it. So let's see what they do with the reboot.
Yeah, and also talking about like horror universes that kind of just like fell off the universe. I think for me, my personal favorite was Freddy versus Jason. I think that was something that I to this day, that movie is it's amazing how good it is when it comes to them throwing down. When you talk about Alien, like Freddy versus Jason, like you think, okay, they better fight, or like they did.
They actually went at it. They decked it out.
It was like I think they fought twice one in the dream world and then one in the real world. But talk about a lead up. I remember this was talked about like back then in the horror community. They're like, oh, how about this? Michael versus Jason, Freddy versus Pinhead, Ash versus all of them.
Yeah. And the sequel was supposed to be with Ash.
Oh yeah, like so the first appearance of a lead off to Freddy versus Jason was in Jason Goes to Hell, where at the end basically you see, well actually in Jason Goes to Hell they went to the Jason house and you found the Nickelodeon book.
I can't say that.
Basically they find the Book of the Dead in a way, not the Mummy one, but basically the one that comes out in Ash, Evil Dead.
Yeah.
And basically everybody's like leaning off thinking like, oh, this is how they brought Jason.
Yeah, got it.
And then there you go. We'll never repeat it again. And it's weird because the demons seem like something in the end where they pull Jason into hell. It's kind of like them, like something that would come out of Evil Dead. And at the end, you just see the mask fall, and it's in the sunset.
Such a weird movie.
It was. There's babies. This is one of the few movies. Well, this is the only one movie you could say in Friday the 13th that you rarely see Jason. You only see him in maybe 2 scenes, the beginning and the ending. And after that, it's a whole shit show. But you see Freddy just claws stick out from hell and just drag it to Jason's mask down.
And these are two of your favorite top guys.
Yeah, these are one of my favorite horror films. I've killed them all, and just leading up to that point, everybody was like just losing their minds, and then like nothing happened, and then 2003 happened, and then you got it. Yeah. I think obviously the acting and all that stuff was like I said, it was
a 2000 movie.
It was 2000, yeah. It was like young and hip and stuff like that. You had characters, you're generic to about to die, but the fight were intense. It was great.
To my nightmare, bitch.
Yeah, like blood everywhere, dude. It felt like you were watching a Quentin Tarantino before Quentin Tarantino was doing Kill Bill. You know, like that was intense. Blood everywhere, gushing. It's something a horror film fanatic should want in like a movie. Would enjoy, yeah, and like. You're lying to yourself if you didn't love the fight. You were lying to yourself. Like, this is what you wanted, and this is what you got. You got a version of Freddy fighting Jason in the dream world. Obviously, not too crazy that you've seen, like, in Dream Master and all that. Like,
Dream Warrior.
But you got some of the stuff that Freddy does. And then and obviously in the second fight, you got Jason's raw power just trying to swipe. It was crazy.
But, you know, on Freddy's side, Jason had help.
Oh, yeah. I agree. Freddy didn't lose. But technically, he was the last man standing.
Yeah.
But anyways, like I said, that one kind of just, like, there was a lot of talks for a sequel, but I don't believe it made enough money.
And it wasn't received well.
Well, as the way of the dodo bird, it just went away and never returned.
What happened to your dodo bird?
I don't know. But yeah, talking about, like I said, universes, stuff that we wish did happen, never happened.
Yeah.
But we're, like I said, we talk about all these, franchises or things that just want to spread out and like divert. Like, what are rumor series that you heard about Cruz throughout the years that they were trying to put together?
John Wick
and who?
Like put 2 franchises together?
Or like I guess, or how?
Well, I'll continue with John Wick.
Yeah.
They want to make spin-offs and make a universe out of John Wick.
Yes. Okay.
But I'm like, why?
Yeah.
You know the character John Wick. Mm-hmm. Who else are you going to get characters of?
Yeah.
And then people are, we want a Halle Berry movie. We want a Lawrence Fishburne movie.
Okay.
We want
people who came out of
the movie that are assassins in the series, and you're like, why?
Yeah.
It's like the main guy is John Wick.
Yeah.
We're getting to see John Wick do what he does.
Yeah.
And as you're seeing what he does, explaining the stories of these other people.
Yeah.
So why would you want to see that again?
True.
But I don't think John Wick deserves a universe.
Okay. So there's some movies that you feel like shouldn't deserve a universe. Is there a movie right now, a series that you felt like this shouldn't have gone farther than they got?
Fast and the Furious.
Well, they did Hobbs and Shaw, right? Which ended up being a good movie, right? But do you think it should have just stopped at one?
Should have stopped at 1, maybe 2.
Yeah.
And there.
But it's gonna become its own universe, right? After Hobbs and Shaw, they're gonna end up making maybe somebody else, right? Someone's gonna take.
Honestly, if Tyrese Gibson gets what he wants, he's gonna get his own movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. What other movies? Let's see what else. Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Doo?
It's like, just because you're Hanna-Barbera doesn't mean you need to have a universe where all these characters connect.
That's what the Scoob movie, right?
Yeah, that's what the Scoob movie did.
It's gonna lead
Captain Falcon and what was that? Caveman.
Okay. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and I'm like,
don't try to pull these names for me. I'm gonna be like blank.
I'm like, it doesn't fit.
Yeah, okay. Like everybody wants to get that kind of like that iron, like that iron hot type of strike with like how Marvel did with their movies, universes. But see, I think with Marvel and DC, they actually have characters.
That's where it works.
Yeah.
It's like, you don't need to have Superman in a Batman movie, but you could put them together because they're part of the same universe, and that's how that universe could grow.
Yeah.
But then if you have characters like, let's say, I don't know, who should we say?
Who should we say?
Oh my god, I just had a brain fart.
Well, let's say you want to put Transformers and G.I. Joe.
How's that gonna fit?
I mean, as an inner child, I'm screaming like, yes.
Yeah.
But as someone who's like, why?
You know what? The other one was rare and it was weird. Power Rangers and the Ninja Turtles.
Oh god, that was strange.
I was like. But then they did Batman and Ninja Turtles, and you were like, "Oh my god, that's awesome! That's awesome!"
I like how we're like Power Rangers, Ninja Turtles, and you're taking it over. Power Rangers bad. This works.
Yeah, this works. Ninjas.
Works. I like this, but this is better.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
that could be better.
could be better. Okay. Speaking of other universes, I think we're talking about some that shouldn't be successful and that shouldn't work, and those that work. How about like stuff universes that have been there? But really, no one talks about it anymore, and people have tried to studios have tried to bring it back. The Monster Universe. I think, Cruz, for you of all people should know. Some people always complain about creating universes for these things, but they've been going on for a long time.
These guys have been going on since the 30s.
Exactly.
More.
People complain about universes, and yet they forget that they were going on.
They were the first ones that did the universes, and it worked so well.
The Monsterverse, huh?
The Monsterverse, and yet they can't get the recipe to do it all over again.
What happened?
I don't know. People just too many people getting involved. Too many Chiefs, not a lot of Indians.
Do you think standards have gone up for most movies? Like, especially how now
slashers and.
Well, not just that, but I mean, like, you know how like that whole saying, like the James Cameron saying like all these movies are just for an era and that's it. Do you think Monsterverse of the Universal, I guess we'll call it the Universal Monsterverse, gone away? Is it gone?
No, because every time they bring out single movies of these guys, they made money.
Okay.
They brought out Benicio del Toro's Wolfman, and that movie was spectacular.
Really? No, I mean not really. I mean money wise, did it make
money wise? It didn't do Avengers money wise, but it still did enough to make a sequel.
I still think it was a good one. Did they make a sequel?
No, they never made a sequel.
But they did enough to make a sequel.
They did enough to make a sequel,
and they just left it there, right?
Yeah.
They're like, oh, this is.
And then Dracula Untold was another one that did good, but didn't do enough.
Yeah.
To like wow the people.
Yeah.
Until we got Invisible Man, where Invisible Man's like, okay, we have another shot at this.
Yeah.
And then no, we're not gonna do it.
I know.
No, let's put it away.
Let's put it away for now, right?
Oh, no, before Invisible Man was Tom Cruise's Mummy, which just went to trash.
I did love the ideas they had there, right?
The ideas were perfect.
I think their best character for me was Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Yes.
Dude, Russell Crowe is amazing, and Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde is an amazing character, and I wanted to see more of him.
I wanted to see more of him, too.
Yeah.
But it didn't do financially well.
He's dreamy.
And then they trashed it. And then they started doing the modernized universe with Invisible Man. That did good to like, okay, well, let's get Jake Gyllenhaal to do the Wolfman.
Yeah.
Okay, well, is that going to happen? I don't know. Now there's words going around that Blumhouse is picking it up, and he's going to take over, and he's going to create the universe.
Hopefully, they've been doing good. They steadily been including. I mean, Halloween I think was probably one of their big successful movies that recently.
Yeah.
I mean,
besides Purge and
yeah. I mean,
that's another movie that doesn't deserve a new universe.
Oh, and it has gone in.
It's gone in a universe.
It has its own series, and then the movies are expanding. Yeah. So yes. Okay. Well, speaking of current universes as well, right now, Monsterverse when it comes to the kaiju's and stuff like that, crew. They've started obviously with with Godzilla. Then
obviously.
they did Kong Skull Island, and now obviously we got Godzilla King of all monsters. Now we're about to see Godzilla versus Kong. Mm-hmm. For you, do you see any more potential? Obviously, universe expanding, monsters getting their own things. I mean, obviously in Japan, they've you see a bunch of movies that they.
There's word that Benicio del Toro Guillermo del Toro might be coming back for Pacific Rim 3, and they're hinting it that if Kong Godzilla does
Pacific Rim 2 wasn't a success, and honestly not a favorite for
a lot of people.
Yeah, so how would they be? I mean, how can they?
I believe in Benicio.
Del Toro. So you think they might do a connection with the kaijus and this
Kong
and stuff like that?
Yeah, I don't want it to.
Yeah,
because it's his own thing.
Yeah. But
the world.
Yeah, well, Pacific Rim, right? It's its own universe, and in some way, because it already has their own kaijus.
Yeah.
Which they're a little more different. They're not even actual. They don't even look like actual animals. Where.
No, they look like aliens.
Yeah. Like obviously, Mothra's a moth, and Rodan is a pterodactyl,
and Godzilla's a lizard that got deformed.
Juiced up.
Yeah.
He got juiced.
Roids.
He took roids. He took nuclear roids.
Yeah. I just don't see it fitting if they go that route.
I mean, it'll be a big different turn, right?
A big, huge.
I mean, would you say they're sending them to their universe? You know how there was like a portal to their
it could be so.
Could be so, right?
Yeah.
But right now, at the point
right now, the monsters are aliens. So
yeah.
We don't know. I don't know how they'll fit Godzilla and this whole Pacific Rim thing.
Yeah, true. But
go ahead.
Oh no, I was just saying. But right now, what we're kind of like hopefully like this movie does well enough to expand, I guess, most likely.
And see more like maybe see an Ultraman versus Godzilla.
Right, Ultraman.
There's so many monsters in the Godzilla universe that they could keep expanding on.
Yeah, I remember we were there, right, when one of the panel of Godzilla King of all monsters. Remember we saw that trailer, there. And the director. One thing I like, or I think whoever was writing it, was talking about he really loves these characters, and he wants to try to put as much as he can, like in whatever time he got.
He wants as much as he wants to keep going with these characters, and keep expanding them, which is cool. Like I think we're talking about that in another video where should directors or film writers be fans of what they make, and I said because being a fan, you get to extend it, you get to play with it, you know what you're doing with it.
Yeah.
But money is the answer.
Yeah, hopefully it does well.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say? You were gonna say something, right?
Another universe that's doing good is the Conjuring universe.
Oh yes, it's is expanding to different things. Like now they're gonna do the Crooked Man, the Nun, Annabelle,
the Llorona.
It's crazy how one movie made a whole expansion.
Genre.
That's how crazy universes are. I mean, that's how crazy some things happen where one thing could make a whole universe expansion. Now, we always know this is about the money, but if it comes with a good with good quality, then yeah, sure.
And all of them have been coming with good quality. I'm
gonna step out of this. I'm gonna step out of the room. Conjuring 1, 2, 3 only. I said it. No, but yeah, it has been expanding to that stuff. Horror, and it's good for the horror community. Get something. Anything you would personally have wanted in any capacity expand, like a universe or anything like that? Yes, this would be interesting times. It's a tough one.
Yeah, it's tough because I want so many.
But I did like something with, I forgot if it was the G.I. Joes, and I remember they were trying to expand with somebody else, but
it was Transformers.
No, I don't know if it was just Transformers, but
Ninja
Turtles, something like. Well, it looked like that universe could have existed. The Turtles, Transformers,
Power Rangers,
and the G.I. Joe. That could have been a whole what the hell moment.
Yeah,
they could have all fought the Shredder, Megatron. And Cobra.
Unicron.
Let's not go too far.
Sorry. I know how Unicron hurt your heart.
Let's not do that. Okay, but I mean, obviously, it's one of those things you like watching a universe, but sometimes it's not. It doesn't work.
Yeah, it doesn't work, and that's where I'm like, You have everything there.
Yeah.
And they just can't put it together.
Yeah. So are you pro universes or are you con universes?
I would say it depends.
It depends. Okay. Per se,
Star Wars.
Star Wars universe?
Star Wars universe is doing okay right now.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to get into the trilogy or anything, but
Yeah.
what they're doing with Mandalorian is great.
Yeah.
And now they're doing all these other shows and I'm like, they're expanding the universe.
That is a lot of expanding.
Yeah.
I can't even keep up with so many they announced. I know there's Ahsoka.
Ahsoka and there's the Bad Batch.
Then they're gonna do the dude from the Rogue One.
Rogue One.
So is this a prequel?
It's a prequel
To Rogue One.
Oh, Rogue One. Which that's what I'm like. Well, why are we getting?
Yeah, but there's a lot of.
Yeah.
Would you say this is not even? But would you say Pedro Pascal is the new Antonio Banderas?
Yes.
You're right.
He is. He's in everything right now.
Right.
He's in cheesy kid
Have you
movies.
noticed that he's in all the movies that it could have been Antonio Banderas? He literally came out in that new Robert Rodriguez movie, the
kids.
the
which I watched.
With Spy Kids, it's kind of like the Spy Kids universe, right?
No, Lava Girl.
But it's in the universe, right? Of their.
Yeah, that's the universe.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. It's in that.
Yeah, and then he's a mysterious man who wears a mask, which is like Zorro and the Mandalorian.
Yeah.
So I just noticed that.
This guy's a new Antonio Banderas.
He's a new Antonio.
Yeah.
I'm glad when Antonio Banderas retired, they gave us someone like him.
Yeah. Please don't go out for Zorro.
Yeah.
Stay as
he could be Zorro.
No, stay as the Mandalorian.
De la Vega. Anyways, I think that was it, right? I think we're kind of.
That's a universe I want to see.
Zorro.
Django, Zorro, the Lone Ranger.
Oh, sounds like a good one. They didn't talk about. They have talked about Zorro and Django, right?
And Quentin Tarantino keeps teasing it.
Goddamn.
But that's
it'd be interesting to see Zorro in the Quentin Tarantino's
like, in a kind of style.
Yeah, that'd be rad.
I'm not a fan of Tarantino, but I would watch that movie.
Yeah, but that's crazy. But hopefully, folks, like I said, hope you enjoyed our ramble. Or not, yeah, a ramble about universes, cinematic universes, right?
The cinematic universes.
And yeah, and so like I said, stay tuned. We will be posting more videos every Monday. We post videos every Monday. Like I said, cada lunes. Si te gustó el video, ponle like.
Y suscríbete, por favor.
Y si no te le gustó, and pues sí, subscribe or whatever.
This is the way.
This is the way.